So, for those of you who don't know, Linus has gone from the Swedish countryside to Barcelona and back and forth. And I want to ask you, Linus, how has that shift in environment changed the way you think or create?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I think it hasn't really changed that much.
Yeah.
I think what it enables to be in any large city, it doesn't matter if it's Barcelona or if it's somewhere else, it's the connections that you make and the people that you meet. Because like when you live a bit more isolated, you're very focused on the people that have you around you and to make connections that are digital. So like obviously the internet is great because you can meet anyone from anywhere whenever you want. But the kind of serendipity that happens then when you have a neighbor that's an artist or you have a friend that's a videographer and you kind of meet these people, that is really hard to replicate when you live a bit more obscure.
Yeah. Are you good at making friends? Or like, are you a social butterfly, or you take a little time?
I think I'm decent, but I'm also I like being alone. So I like being in my dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult because it's like this duality of the two things where like it's really nice to be outwards facing and meet people and do all these kind of things. It's like super open-minded, but then I'm like, as a creative person, I feel like I just like being on my own.
Yeah. Getting into your creative bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I love that. I love that you can explore time on your own. And for those of you who don't know, Linus, you've started businesses, and some have soared and some didn't. I really want to know, what did failure teach you that success probably never could?
Well, yeah. I mean, failure is just part of everything. Like if you don't fail, where are the learnings, right?
Yeah.
There's just so much that if you look at like the progress that I think that I made in my career, like all of it is attributed to the stuff that I failed at. Like the stuff that has just worked, has been good, has been super interesting, but hasn't really taught me much.
Yeah.
And I think like in many ways, like maybe the failures have just been a way for also me to have like, I don't know how to put this in words really, where like I know I'm bad at certain things and the failures are all maybe showing me that I'm bad at those things, and then like slowly getting better at like, okay, actually I should close these gaps.
Yeah.
I should actually stop doing those things, because like the failures that it's led to has really been like, oh, I didn't know from the beginning that I was bad at these things.
Yeah, they're kind of showing you where to improve along
Yeah,
the
but
way.
I was all ignorant to it, like kind of knowing that I was already bad at these things. But it took a failure for me to realize that, like, maybe I should address them.
Yeah. Now I have to face them,
yes.
Right? Do you want to share with us your biggest failure?
Oh man,
Or the biggest failure in your opinion?
That's a really good question. What's my biggest failure?
We can learn a lot from failures, so I'm excited to hear this.
I keep getting fired. Whenever I'm employed by someone, I just keep getting fired. I don't know if that's my biggest failure, though. Like, it's not a big deal getting fired. Like, the thing I think that happens with me is, like, I really like it in small to medium-sized organizations.
Yeah.
Whenever an organization outgrows that, I no longer fit in. Like, I like to be able to say hi to people and know their names. And when I don't know their names, that's like the organization is too big for me.
Yeah. You're very human-centered, it sounds like.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And let's lean into the personal a little bit. You have two beautiful girls, right? And I feel like becoming a dad is such a big chapter. How has fatherhood redefined success for you?
Yeah, I think maybe it's fatherhood, or maybe it's time, the time that, like, I think this, like, success for me now is, like, measured in time I have to spend, that I get to spend with my kids.
Yeah.
So, like, before, maybe success was, I don't know, material, like, it wasn't ever material for me. I'm not a material person, but, like, the things I could do, or, like, maybe the experiences that I could have was more important, whereas now it's, like, how can I make sure that I carve out enough time, or, like, that I remove enough things so that I have more time than I need with my kids.
Yeah.
And it's really tricky in today's society to be like, how do you do that? And it's even trickier for us because, like, we live in Spain, we don't have any family in Spain, so, like, it's just me and my partner and our kids, which means that we have to be with our kids, like, and when we need our own time, we need to, like, rely on the kind of society around us, not our friends and families, because we don't have family in Spain.
Yeah, you're building your own kind of community. Almost.
Exactly, yeah. So then time becomes the ultimate kind of measure of success. So time spending with kids, essentially.
Yeah. Have your kids gotten the creative bug yet, from what you can see?
I mean, they're both very creative.
Yeah?
I think,
Okay.
Painting. Like today I had a call with them and they were painting with with cocoa water. They had been mixing cocoa and water and they were painting. So
You have the next Picassos on your hand.
maybe. At least we're neighbors with the next Picasso.
Okay, I love that. Now, we were 25 at one point, right?
Now, what do you mean? I'm still 25.
What advice would you give 25-year-old Linus now that you've got a little country air and dad wisdom under your belt?
Open that restaurant. Like, I should have opened that restaurant when I was 25. I shouldn't have waited. That would have been a cool thing to do. I think maybe do things faster. Don't hesitate. Like, just go out and do. Like, take swings. Because, like, I was more afraid when I was younger of taking swings and fail than I am now. Like, I'm closing 40, so I'm like, I don't mind failing. I don't mind failing every day. I don't mind learning either. Like, it's interesting. I don't think the previous generation would have said when they're like closing, 40 that they wanted to learn new things. But it feels like now it's all about learning. It's all about like, oh, I want to acquire a new skill or I want to upskill in something that I already know a little bit about. It's like, take more swings. So,
you wanted to open a restaurant? What kind of cuisine?
The thing is, like, I used to work as a chef. And yeah, like, like I think Scandinavian fusion would be interesting.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. Open it tomorrow.
But now I'm like, I don't want to work in a restaurant. Like, I could open it, but I don't want to work in it.
Which, okay, hence why you should have did it younger.
Yeah, and I should have done it when I was 25 because now it's getting a bit too late for that.
And now that you're kind of past that phase, do you feel more fear now doing new things, or is the fear totally gone?
No, I'm definitely kind of fearless, which is also bad. Like, there should be some kind of degree of fear. I do have some degree of fear, but it would have been nice to have a little bit more of it now, because like now I'm maybe too optimistic about things.
I think so. Is there such a thing? We need a little optimism in today's world.
Yeah, I know. But I'm too optimistic. Maybe I need to tone down a bit.
Got it. Okay. I want to do a quick lightning round with you,
right.
okay? So don't overthink it. I just need your instincts here. Yeah. You're going to pick one and tell me why, okay?
Okay, there needs to be a why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me just a quick why.
Okay.
You got to tell the people why.
All right.
All right. Barcelona tapas or Swedish meatballs?
Swedish meatballs.
Why?
Because tapas is boring.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay. Late night coding sessions or early morning cuddles with your daughters?
Oh, early morning cuddles with the daughters. Yeah.
I could see that one.
100 times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do I even have to ask why? I made these humans. Okay. And you guys, please tag along and answer in the chat as well. All right. Launching a new product or watching your kids take their first step?
Oh, watching the kids take the first steps. This is like super easy. Again, like I made them. Like there's no. Yeah.
I feel like that's the best creation
and
ever.
I think and both of them, no. One of them started to walk on the first birthday. Like, it's just so cute. Like.
And how old are your girls? Remind me.
3 and 5.
3 and 5.
Yeah.
3 and 5.
Actually, the first one started walking earlier, but yeah, that's been. We're starting to walk.
We'll take that over coding any day. Yeah. Oh my goodness, of course. All right, last one. Designing the future or enjoying the present?
Enjoying the present.
Why?
Because I don't know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow. It's that easy.
Amen to that. That is, yeah.
I think you can do both, but like if I had to choose, it's obviously like enjoying today. But you can have a purpose, like you can do something that's longer term, but if push comes to shove and I have to pick, what I'm going to do today is like, I'm going to do that.
Do you find it easy at this stage in your career and life to just flow and enjoy the moment? Or?
No, it's extremely hard. It's extremely hard to kind of pause and take this in. Like this is why this is what I want to do. It doesn't mean that I do that. Like it doesn't mean that every day is a easy decision, but this is the aspiration. Like I would love to. It. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, Linus, it's just been so great getting to know the person behind the impressive bio. Like you're amazing. I guess before we head out, what's one thing you hope people take away from hearing from you today?
From me, I don't think I wish people just take away from the whole conference that everything is possible and that we're living in the future now. Like things is happening things are happening right now.
Yeah. Well, that inspired me. I hope it inspired you. Please give it up for Linus.
Thank you very
and
much.
Stay tuned for the rest of the day. Thank you, Linus.
Thank you.